everyone to another video with Mel. Today we are talking about The Walking Dead, issue 163, Conquered. This was a special issue to celebrate the 25th anniversary of Image, and it was only 25 cents in the States, 35 in the UK. So, cheap issue. Apparently they printed so many of these, printed more than any other one they've ever done before, and they were going to lose money on it, but it'll be cool to have it. And it's a little bit longer than normal. So when we left the end of the Whisperer War, we found out that Dwight and the others thought they had killed all the zombies. They were very, very, very wrong. There are now huge amounts of zombies coming towards Alexandria, and our group are frightened. For the first time in a long time, they are actually frightened by zombies, and that's a weird thing to see, the survivors actually scared of zombies again, because it's been a while. Not so much in the TV show, but actually in the comic, it has been ages since they were actually scared of zombies. It's usually people that are the main problem. So we get Rick talking to Dwight at the beginning, and they start to hear an ocean of the dead coming toward them. I just love the visual on that. Ocean of the dead. And they hear the sound, and it sounds like zombies are coming. Probably we wouldn't be able to even imagine this kind of like actual sound coming, because it'd just be so weird. So we get Andrea. She's getting ready to ride out with Dwight, and Eugene wants to go as well, even though he was nearly asleep in the previous issue. His adrenaline's going. He's got to go help. He doesn't want to kind of be left behind. He wants to help with this, so he's going to ride out as well to try and stop the zombies and divert them somewhere else. Now, I have been saying for ages, guys, I think Andrea's going to die, and I still think Andrea's going to die. I don't think she's coming back from this. I really don't. And it's just the way they kind of have Rick and her have this conversation, and he's like, no, not you, you need to be here, and she's like, we definitely don't have time to argue about this, and she is just going. Eugene is definitely not going to die, because we do not know about the radio in Ohio yet, and we need to know that, because if Alexandria falls, we need a place to go after, and that is going to be Ohio. And so we need Eugene to survive in order to tell Rick that, because he hasn't yet. Andrea is expendable, unfortunately. She has not been the most useful character in the series for a while now, so I think her days are numbered. Dwight will be fine, but Andrea, her days are so numbered, guys. I don't think she's coming back from this. I really don't. She also says to Rick before she rides off, I'll keep them safe, honey. Don't worry about them. So she's confident, but I'm not confident she's coming back. So we get the best of the bunch riding out to kind of save people. So we get Heath, Michonne, Jesus, most of Magna's group, Dwight, and Andrea headed out to kind of divert the zombies. So that's their job, to kind of get the zombies gone. Rick says that they will use the bullets Eugene brought to defeat the rest of the zombies, but we'll see, because there are millions of them. Not great. I do love this horse, though. This horse is a really good image. I like this Andrea riding off into the great unknown there. Eugene's gonna try and get them to change direction, but they realize quite quickly that there's just too many of them to do that. So we get this picture of the zombies approaching as well. Poor Annie seeing them first. Gotta freak you out just a little bit. There'd be that many coming. And they're trying to get ready to fight them off. They've all got guns and knives, and they're ready to fight. But not so confident they'll actually come out of it. They say that they're going to use the trenches they've got. Hopefully the zombies will fall into them. They won't have to use as many bullets. Negan's there. He wants to know what's going on. And Rick's still like, you don't get a gun. You stay out of sight. Get back inside. And Negan's like, no, I'm participating. So yeah, so we get the zombies approaching, falling into the trench, squishing each other. Just walking over each other, really. And they don't care. They just keep coming because they know there's food nearby. So yeah. Eugene's struggling a bit. They decide that they're gonna try and break up this group by taking 100 at a time per 2 riders. So they start to break off these groups to try and head them towards the ocean so they'll drown. So they start doing that. Michonne and Jesus take the first group. But Michonne can't help but be a badass, and she's like, there's only like about 100 there, so she gets off her horse and she starts hacking away with her katana, because that is what Michonne does. And she's like, I'll do 10 at a time, you do 10, Jesus, we'll have this done in a few minutes, come on, let's do this. And of course they do, because they are both badasses. So yeah, so we get Michonne, really good panels of Michonne here, kicking some zombie butt, and then Jesus taking his turn. Really like that, like Michonne stepping up like that. Michonne's just like, no, I'm not letting zombies defeat me. I'm not afraid of zombies, and she just goes at them, really. Back with Rick, we've got the group ready to try to get rid of the zombies by knifing them in the head, kind of like what they did in the prison. Everybody's a bit nervous, and Negan kind of steps up and is just like, I'm not sitting this out, step aside, and he just starts going at it, and he tells off the other ones for not getting involved, and Rick says, listen to the man, go over there. So they start killing them through the fence. Unfortunately, there's so many zombies, they are actually crushing them through the fence. So they can't stop them coming, really. And finally, the fence gives in. Rick thought the fence would protect them, it gives in finally. They can't get past the gate, and that's it. So they start to attack people. We lose a couple characters. The situation's pretty dire. We lose Paula quite quickly. She's not going to survive this because there's just too many zombies going, really, for her to actually make it out of here. And then Rick trips, unfortunately, because Rick still got his bum leg that Negan gave him before. Rick trips, and we think for a minute, oh my god, they're going to kill Rick. But of course, Negan steps up, kills a zombie that's after Rick, and pulls him up and brings him with him. He says, this makes it for everything right, even though I'm the one that fucked up your leg in the first place. Well, and it's like, Rick's like, no. It's like, you're a hard fucking man to please, Rick Grimes. And all while this is happening, the Saviors are watching and waiting for their opportunity to try and take over Alexandria. John, one of the leaders of the Saviors, is watching. I don't understand how he's looking through the binoculars when he has only one good eye, and we've seen two. A little bit of problem there, saying this is going to be a hell of a show, and he's looking forward to it. Luckily for Walking Dead this month, we don't have long to wait. The next issue is out this week, actually, so we don't have long to wait at all to see what happens next. I love when they do these 2 issues a month, because when I started reading The Walking Dead, I was reading it during All Out War, and it was 2 issues a month for 6 months, and it was glorious, and I miss it so much, and I wish they did all the time. Very long letter hacks from Kirkman this month, actually. Loads of letter hacks, actually. So yeah, so just talking about Image's 25th anniversary, talking about that they printed 75,000 copies of this comic and are going to lose money in all of them, but oh well. Yeah, so just having kind of a little bit of speculation about what's coming, and also advertising Invincible will also be cheap this month, as well as Outcast. So definitely look out for those ones, guys, and get yourself some cheap comics. So yeah, so I'm looking forward to the next issue that will come out later this week. I quite enjoyed issue 163. I still want to know what's going on though, because I am really, really scared for characters. There is a cover that was released, I think it's not this next month, but the month after, with Heath being attacked by some of the Saviors. So that means the Saviors, even if they defeat the all the zombies in Alexandria, the Saviors are going to come after them still. So they might not survive that as well. The Walking Dead TV show is back on tonight in the US and tomorrow in the UK. So I'm kind of looking forward to it, but actually this season has been a bit of a disappointment for me. I'm looking forward to the March to War arc that's coming up from the comics, because I think that is a nice arc where they're kind of planning things. I'm looking forward to whichever character gets Holly's death, which I think there are a couple that could. The one that's rumored the most is Sasha, since she's on another show now, so that's pretty likely. I still am an advocate that should be Daryl. That should so be Daryl, because that would be a great death for Daryl. Or maybe Sasha can bite Daryl, who knows? It would be a great death for Daryl, guys. Seriously, it would be. So Please check out my other videos, guys, and subscribe to my channel. I've got a competition going on my Disney Tsum Tsum video for this month. I'm giving away 2 Aristocat Tsum Tsums to someone that comments and likes that video by February 28th. So I will see you guys later. Bye-bye. Hey guys, Mel here. I really want you to subscribe, want you to subscribe, want you to click that button below. Subscribe.